Ville Koivunen got it back to Erik Karlsson. Off a stick, tip tie by Brian Rust, who's had a career season. Backhand, big save, Stevenson on Crosby.
You play your entire life for the chance to earn an opportunity to play in the National. Look at the lateral movement.
Clay Stevenson, who has spent parts of the last 3 years in the AHL. Last year, he was particularly good with a .922. 2-on-1. Wilson holds. Rebound, score! Connor McMichael gives the Caps the lead.
We talked about some detail. Look at this zone exit. That's Mr. Tom Wilson, the freight train, power forward. Nobody's stopping him, but you can't execute a POP, a pass-off pad, better than that. Tom Wilson perfectly placed. Connor McMichael puts home the loose change. That's his 26th on the campaign. Washington Capitals up 1.
So at 4:08, McMichael scores again, the assist to Tom Wilson. And Washington with his fast start. Mark Messier was saying in the studio, he thinks this is an important game for them. Shot redirected. Score! Brian Rust has his 30th. And we're tied at 1.
This is a real quick response by the Pittsburgh Penguins, doing some blue-collar work. Why would you not? We're here in Pittsburgh on the boards, and an excellent first save by Stevenson, as you'll see here on the deflection. But look at Brian Rust, a.k.a. Johnny on the spot, as he's in perfect position to put home that rebound for the equalizer.
Worked back to the line, but intercepted by Phil Tomasino, who had it broken up by Jacob Chychrun at center. Now over the line, Kopanen fed it across. Stewart with a shot that deflects out of play.
Getting his little refreshment in there, but nice quick up 2-on-1 by the Pittsburgh Penguins here, and good lateral pass. And Stevenson comes all the way across. Let's see on this replay if it catches a bit of his mask. Oh, that did get crossbar. There it is. Wow. Bar and out. Great shot there by Dewar. Just could not beat.
That was intended there for Taylor Radish. Net front for Dowd. Broken up and lugged out of there by Ponomarev. He's on the move. Crosby holds across. Oh, that's off the post as well. ESPN Hockey Night is presented by Hotels.com. Find your perfect somewhere in the Hotels.com app. Just onto the ice.
Good example by Sandy there not quitting on the play. Could have been frustrated and kind of eased up after fanning on it initially. Not the case.
Tight quarters taken away. Stevenson made the stop on Malkin.
And oh man, does he look comfortable. Another future Hall of Famer. Malkin with a grade A opportunity, but no.
Here is Rust, skates it out through the slot, dropped it off for Grzelcyk. Koivunen down low for Crosby. Van Riemsdyk was sliding. Grzelcyk out high. Koivunen on the turn. Crosby spun around. Rust scores! That is sick from Sid.
You'll take him any way you can get him, but when you paint a Picasso, the picture is even better. Oh, what a pass by Sidney Crosby. Are you kidding me? Look at the spinorama, the 360.
On the turn, Dewar had it kicked out by Stevenson. Recovered by Dubois. Washington on the move. Penguins crumple. Strome scores! Tied at 2.
And here come the Washington Capitals in transition. Watch Dylan Strome. It's a 1-on-2. And I told you at the start of the game, Strome wasn't built in a day. It's taken some time. But man, oh man, has he been outstanding for the Washington Capitals. Look at that release. He had it way behind him. And he isolates the D.
But it hangs in the balance right now as Pittsburgh has chosen to challenge.
And that would be the 30th goal of the season for Strome as well. And now the Penguins have chosen to challenge. So Mike Sullivan and the staff looking down at the monitors underneath the bench to get a better look.
Dylan Strome, as you said, sitting on 29 coming in. And let's have a look at this.
We're watching Alexander Ovechkin there.
Upon further review, the play was offsides. We have no goal to play. Please reset them.
Dewar on the entry. Tomasino darts through, tried to filter one off for Kopanen. Bank back to the line. Here is Carlson with a wrister. Went off a leg out high. That was interrupted by Lars Eller. Retrieved by Tomasino, walking in. Score! Sidney Crosby makes it a 2-goal lead.
This place is turned up in here. You got to manage pucks in the defensive zone, and perhaps the 5D kind of showing itself, as Emily Kaplan talked about downstairs, in terms of fatigue. But look at the vision by Tomasino. Waits for Chychrun to get down, puts it underneath the stick, and Sidney Crosby a la Brett Hull on one leg.
First 30-plus seconds. Here is Ovechkin for Strome. Had to adjust. Strome scanning. Dubois cross off the iron from Chychrun. Ovechkin hammers one wide, and Dewar shovels out.
Good sequence there for the Caps on their power play. And I think actually Nedeljkovic might have gotten a piece of that. Ovechkin with the follow-up. 86-mile-per-hour slapper himself.
Dubois drops it off. Here is Strome.
No stick for Poulin.
Slicing through. Poulin got it. Ovechkin scores! On the power play. 8:97.
Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby in this matchup. Now watch the zone entry here. Look at Strome. Ram! What a shot by Ovi. Watch Strome scanning 360. And look at Ovi get this clean. Oh my gosh, what a shot. There it is. How fortunate are we all to see this level of greatness and excellence.
By Koivunen, who freed it up for Rust. Crosby joins. Koivunen for Rust. Crosby.
Good stop.
Stopped by Stevenson.
Timely save, too.
Couldn't get past Dubois. Crosby took it back, and then Chychrun did the same. But a good stick from Crosby. Crosby, backhand feed across. With bodies collapsing, they score! But for now, the first goal in the NHL for Ville Koivunen.
And this is really a sea of bodies, and it did look like the hand pushed it forward. And I think Stevenson has a case. Watch the hand, left hand there. Here, that's Mikey. And it looked like he makes a fishing motion with his hand. Here it is here.
Upon further review, it was determined that it was put in by the hand of Pittsburgh. Therefore, we have no goal.
McMichael loads it up. 15 seconds to go in the man advantage. Mangiapane went indirect. McMichael tapped around for Leonard. Swept it for Ovechkin. Waning seconds. That gets broken up by Danton Heinen on a breakaway. Score! Short-handed.
Even the best player in the world and the best players in the world have to manage pucks. And you can see this one, just a miscommunication with that play from the grade 8 Alexander Ovechkin. And Heinen can absolutely wire it, and he's got time. Nobody within a stink length of him, and he can go to his shot. Some really deceptive.
His 9th goal, his 3rd since the trade in early February, as he came back over from Vancouver. And Heinen had gone 12 games without a goal. Now Tomasino drags, scores! 15 seconds later.
This one starts deep in the defensive zone, and this is why coaches say honor the defensive responsibilities, and then we can get out and attack. And oh my goodness, what a shot. There's Tomasino in the middle of your screen. He's got to go 150 feet, skate the stick. Now he's going to take this himself. Watch him just.
He seemed to be in good spirits for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's nearing a return.
Radish with a shot and a save made by Nedeljkovic here in the final minute. Carries in over the line, and a glove save from Stevenson,